on the e-learning platform of GS College of Commerce. In earlier video, we have seen about the first method of capital budgeting, that was payback period. We normally denote it by PBP. What we have said, project with less payback period should be selected. This is what we have seen into our previous video. Now we will start with our second method or second type of capital budgeting technique, that is ARR. This is the second method or technique for capital budgeting decisions. So what it is being said that there are two types of decision which we have to make with regard to capital budgeting. First is accept, second one is reject. When we have to accept, if ARR is more, rather than I would use differential color, if ARR is more than what? Minimum acceptable return. Minimum acceptable return. Suppose that if ARR is 13% and minimum expected return is 11%, then we should accept that project. When we have to reject it, if ARR, that is accounting or average rate of return, is less than minimum acceptable return. Minimum acceptable return. If suppose in case 1 ARR is 15%, minimum acceptable return is 12%, then we should accept the project, we should go for the project. If suppose ARR is again 15%, minimum expected return is 17%, we should not accept the project. This is what is about ARR. It can be denoted by accounting rate of return, that is ARR, or else you can also write as average rate of return. These are the two abbreviations which are being used for the purpose of ARR. In this particular video, what we are going to see, we are going to see about a problem which is related with the accounting rate of return, that is ARR. What the link of the question is attached into the video. Kindly refer it for the purpose of seeing the question. The question says that we have two machines, machine A and machine B. With regard to both machines, what we have been provided into the first segment, that is before that chart which is showing the cash inflow and outflow, it has been said that machine are having a life of 5 years. The question says that machine has a life of 5 years for both the machines. Along with that, cost of machine has been provided and net income after depreciation and taxes has been provided. That is our cash inflow for both the machine. What the question says, we have to find out average or accounting rate of return for machine A and machine B. Secondly, we also have to see which machine is better from the point of view of payback period. Thirdly, we are again asked to calculate average rate of return when salvage value, that is the last value of machine A, turns out to be 3000, whereas machine B has zero salvage value, that is no salvage value. Hence, first of all we will solve the first portion. Solution for first one, calculation of accounting rate of return for machine A and machine B. For machine A and machine B. So what we have to do? We have to draw a table. So first column would be named as particulars. Second would be for amount of machine A, and third would be for machine B amount. Machine B amount. First of all, what we have to see, what we have been provided with the question. We have provided with the total income. Total income. It has been directly given the cash inflows after depreciation and taxes. What we have taken? Inflows after depreciation and taxes. After depreciation and taxes. As total is directly been given in the question, we can take it for first machine, that is machine A. It is 36,875. 36,875. And for machine B, it is again also 36,875. For both the machines, the cash inflows are same, that is 36,875. The total income part can also be denoted as total profit. It is also denoted as total profit. So we can write either of the term, total income or total profit. Second thing which we have to calculate is the average profit. Average profit. What can be the formula of average profit? The formula is quite simple. Total profit divided by number of years. Total profit divided by number of years. For machine A, our total profit is 36,875 divided by number of years provided into the questions were 5. Hence 36,875 divided by 5 is 7,375. Same thing is for machine B. 36,875 divided by 5 is 7,375. This is the second thing which we have to see. After that, we have to write down our original investment. What is our total investment? Original slash total investment. So again, it is provided into the question that our total investment for either of the machine would be 56,125. 56,125. This is our total investment for machine A also. And if we go for machine, again the amount of investment is again same. Now we have to calculate ARR, that is average or accounting rate of return. So I would write the formula for ARR. Kindly note it down. It is important from the point of view of examination. MCQ can be asked on the formulas also. So write down annual average. Annual average profit or net earning. We can use either of the term. Net earning, that is our profit, multiplied by 100. Multiplied by 100 divided by original investment. Divided by original investment. So this is the formula for calculation of ARR. What is the formula? Annual average profit into 100 divided by original investment. This is the first formula for calculation of ARR, accounting rate of return. So average net earning is of 7,375. 7,375 multiplied by 100 divided by 56,125. 56,175. So accounting rate of return for this is 13.14%. 13.14%. And for the machine 2, it would be same, 7375 multiplied by 100 divided by 56,125 equals to 13.14%. 13.40%. This is when we are being provided with original investment. I would segment it for you. Bit. So this is the second part. We would rename it. First of all, what we have done, we have calculated average profit. Second one, we have used the technique of average investment, original investment. Now we will move to our third portion where we can calculate ARR by using average investment. So rather than using the formula for total investment, original or total investment, now we will use the formula of average investment. So what can be the formula of average investment, or how it can be denoted? It is original investment divided by 2. Original investment divided by 2. Original investment for machine 1 was 56,125 divided by 2. 56,125 divided by 2, it would be 28,063, and same is for machine B, 56,125 divided by 2, that is again 28,063. This is the average investment for both the machines. Now we can use the formula of ARR. So formula of ARR is again simple and same. So you can say how sir simple and same. So annual average net earning into 100 divided by, here we have taken original investment, here we have to take average investment. So what can be the answer? It would be 7375, that is 7,375 into 100 divided by 28,063 divided by 28,063. The answer is 26.28%. 26.28%. Similarly for machine B, it is 7,375 into 100 divided by 28,063. Again the answer is 28.26%. 26.28%. 26.28%. This is for machine A and machine B. Simultaneously we have made the solution. First of all, draw the total income, make total income. After that, calculate average profit, total profit divided by number of years. After that, first method for calculation of ARR is annual average net income into 100 divided by original investment, which is given into the question. So we would get our percentages. Second, average investment we have to calculate. Average investment means total investment divided by 2. We would get our value. After that, formula of ARR, that is average rate of return, would be annual average net earning into 100 divided by average investment. So as the question was having same cash inflows and outflows for the particular project and same life, hence all the answers are being same for this question. So we have solved the first thing, that is accounting rate of return for machine A and machine B. Now we will move to the second thing which is being asked into the question for our calculation, that is calculation of payback period for both the machines. Calculation of payback period for both the machine. So please write down the heading and give it number 2. Give it number 2. Calculation of payback period for machine A and machine B. For machine A and machine B, for both the machines we have to make the calculations. So we would again use the same technique which we have used in the earlier segment, but here there would be a difference between the earlier method which we have used in the previous question, because here cash inflows are given in some differently way. That is why we have to use a bit different technique. I would just tell you, after drawing the table, we would draw the simultaneous table for both the machines. First column would be for year, which would be constant. First column would be for year. Then second would be for earning after taxes plus depreciation. Earning after taxes plus depreciation. Third would be for cash inflows. So we would write here EAT, that is earning after taxes, plus depreciation, cash flows, cumulative cash flows, again here EAT plus depreciation, cash flows, cumulative cash flows. This is a segment by which we can have the solution to our question in an easy manner and in one shot. How we are going to frame the solution? We can frame it by only one or easy way. This is for machine A, first part, and this is for machine B. Machine B. So here would be constant. For 5 years we have been given information 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would write down the year previously so that we could have the proper solution for both the machines. Same thing is applicable to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is what which is been given into the question to us. Now we have to form the solution. So we would form it one by one. For machine A we would do the thing for machine A for first. What it is been given that we have a cash outflow of 56,125. So negative cash inflow of 56,125, transfer it to cumulative cash inflow, cumulative cash outflows, that is 56,125. Same thing is applicable for machine B, 56,125, 56,125 and 56,125. This is our cash outflow for both the machines, that is machine A and machine B. Along with that, what we have been given into the question, that our both machines cash inflows are being provided after depreciation and taxes. But when we are calculating payback period, depreciation should not be considered. But here we have deducted depreciation, that is why we have to again add it up. How we are going to add it up? That is why first of all we have to calculate. They have even directly mentioned that for the purpose of depreciation calculation, they have clearly said that with regard to both the machines, the life of machine is 5 years and both the machines have no scrap value for second adjustment, and they have even though said that the depreciation method for both the machine is straight line method. Therefore, depreciation for machine A is equals to cost divided by life, that is 56,125 divided by 5 divided by 5, it would be equals to 11,225. 11,225. Same thing is for depreciation for machine B, cost divided by life. So 56,125 divided by 5, it would be again 11,225. As the cost and life of both machines is equal, hence the cash so depreciation would be same. Now that is why we have written EAT, that is our cash flows which is been given into the question plus depreciation which we have calculated. So the cash inflow for first year is 3,375 plus depreciation 11,225. We have to add it 3,375 plus 11,225 equals to 14,000. Then 14,000 minus करना है इसमें से 56,000 minus 14,000, that is 42,125. This is our first year's cash flow. Then is 5,375 plus 11,225. 11,225. So our cash inflow would be 16,600. 16,600. Sorry, here I have mistakenly taken the 14,000. It should be 14,600. 14,600. Therefore, 41,525. 41,525. Here 16,600 minus 41,525 plus 16,600 is equals to 24,925, negative 24,925. Then next year's cash inflow was 7,375. 7,375 plus 11,225. 11,225, it is 18,600. 18,600. Hence our negative cash inflow would be 6,325. 6,325. Next year's cash inflow is 9,375 plus 11,225. It would be equals to 20,600. 20,600. Hence minus 6,325 plus 20,600. It will equals to 14,275. 14,275. Here we are earning something. Then last year's cash inflow would be 11,375 plus 11,225. It would be equals to 22,600. 22,600. Hence total cash flows positively would be for 36,875. 36,875 for machine A. Now we will do the calculation for machine B. Again here would be same 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. For machine B, again we have to calculate EAT, that is earning after taxes, has been given into the question. Then depreciation we have calculated 11,225. So the first year's cash flow for machine A was 11,375 plus depreciation 11,225. Total was 22,600. So minus 56,125 plus 22,600 is 33,525. Negatively 33,525. Then second cash inflow was 9,375 plus 11,225. 20,600 plus minus 33,525 minus plus 20,600 is equals to 12,925 negative. Then third year cash flow 7,375 plus 11,225 is equals to 18,600. So minus 12,925 plus 18,600 is equals to 5,675. Here we have positive answer 5,675. Then for fourth year 5,375 plus 11,225, that is 16,600 plus 5,675, that is 22,275. Then for fifth year our cash inflow was 3,375 plus depreciation 11,225. Total was 14,600. Add it up, it would be 36,875. At the end both the cash flows for both the machines would be same, that is 36,275. Now we have to calculate payback period for both the machines. Payback period for both the machines, that is machine A and machine B. For machine A the payback period would be between this year, that is third and fourth, whereas for machine B it would be between second and third year. Definitely payback period for machine B is less, that is why we should select machine B, but we have to calculate it again. Therefore payback period for machine A is equals to 3 years and 12 months. We would write 12 months into what was the last negative cash inflow, 6,325. Next cash inflow divided by 20,600. Is it simplifying it? 3 years and 3.68 months. We can write precise answers also. 3.68 months. This is for machine A. Now we will calculate for machine B. Payback period for machine B is equals to 2 years and, as in the second year, third year we are having positive cash inflow, that is what 2 years and 12 months multiplied by 12,925 divided by next cash inflow of 18,600. Hence by simplifying it we get our answer as 2 year and 8.34 months. 2 year and 8.34 month. क्वाइट इजी, थोड़ा सा लेंदी लगता है लेकिन लेंदी नहीं है। अपन ने सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए 2 बार लिखने के बजाय हम लोगों ने एक बार में लिख के बना लिया। कैच क्या था प्रॉब्लम में कि हमको ईएटी में डेप्रिसिएशन ऐड करना है। याद रखिएगा पेबैक पीरियड में डेप्रिसिएशन ऐड करना पड़ता है, बाकी मेथड में नहीं करना पड़ता। ये हमारे लिए यहाँ पे कैच था। नाउ कमिंग टू द थर्ड क्वेश्चन, दैट इज अगेन कैलकुलेशन ऑफ accounting rate of return, calculation of accounting rate of return when salvage value of machine A, when salvage value of machine A is 3000 and machine B is 0. And machine B is 0. अगेन जो हमने प्रीवियसली टेबल बनाया था सिमिलर टेबल बना लेते हैं, सेम तरीके से ही कैलकुलेशन करना है हम लोगों को. सो वी विल ड्रॉ ए टेबल. टेबल में एक अमाउंट का कॉलम बी के लिए, एक अमाउंट का कॉलम ए के लिए, और ऊपर हेडिंग के लिए जगह छोड़ देंगे. सो फर्स्ट वन वुड बी, वी वुड टेक सीरियल नंबर आल्सो. दिस इज फॉर नंबर, पर्टिकुलर्स, मशीन ए रुपीस, machine B rupees. So this would be our table in which we would be going to calculate the answer when we are being provided with salvage value. First of all, first thing we have here is total profit. It was 36,675, 36,875. Sorry, my mistake. 875. For both the machines. Secondly, what we have calculated, average profit. What was the formula for calculation of average profit? We have said total profit divided by number of years. So what was our total profit? 36,875 divided by 5. For both the machines, 36,875 divided by 5. Here for machine A is 7,375. For machine B it is again 7,375. This was the first portion which we have calculated. Then secondly, what we have seen, original investment. What was our original investment for machine A? It was 56,125. For machine B, 56,125 minus scrap value for machine A 3,000 deducted. For machine B it is nil. So our original investment for machine A would be 53,125. For machine B it would be 56,125, as scrap value of only one machine has been provided. So we have calculated on that basis. Lastly, what we have done, we have calculated ARR. What was the formula? Annual average net income multiplied by 100 divided by original investment. This was the formula which we have said we should use for the purpose of calculation of average annual rate of return. So net average income is 7,375 multiplied by 100 divided by 53,125. For machine B it is again 7375 multiplied by 100 divided by 56,125. Here we will see there is a difference between answer of both the machine. For first machine the answer is 13.88%, whereas for machine B it is 13.14%. Why this is deviation? Why machine B is showing more return? Machine A is showing more return than machine B, because we have an additional revenue of rupees 3000 as an scrap value from machine A. That is why this is difference. Then third part, what we have said, average investment. What was the formula for average investment? We have said for average investment is original investment divided by 2. So original investment was of 56,125 divided by 2 is equals to 28,063. Sorry, here our original investment is of 53,125. Hence the answer will be different. 53,125 divided by 2, as 3000 was depreciation. Hence the answer is 26,563. For machine B, 56,125 divided by 2 is 28,063. Here we can see that original investment of machine B is showing more amount. Therefore, ARR formula would be annual average net income into 100 divided by average investment divided by average investment, that is 7375 into 100 divided by 26,563. Here 7375 into 100 divided by 28,063. 28,063. We have to simplify it. For machine A, it is 27.70%. For machine B, it is 26.28%. 26.28%. This is it for this question. This was what asked in the question. First one, we have calculated on the given parameters average rate of return. The answer for average rate of return when no salvage value for any of the machine was given. For machine A, with original investment it was 13.14% for machine A, and for machine B it is again 13.14%. For average rate of return taking average investment, the answer was 26.28% for both machines. Later on we have used payback technique, in which we have concluded that machine B should be selected because it has less payback period, that is 2 years and 8.34 months, whereas for machine A it was 3 years and 3.68 months. Hence machine B should be selected. But when salvage value of machine A was given according to calculation of average rate of return, I have written average rate of return if salvage value is given. So when average rate of return is given, what we have to do, we have to deduct the salvage value, that is of machine A. Hence we concluded that with original investment ARR of machine A is greater, and similarly with average investment also ARR of machine A is greater. Hence this machine should be selected if salvage value is 3000. This is it for this lecture. In the next lecture we will see new method or new technique of capital budgeting. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you.